What up, what up, what up? It's Shit Talking Tuesday, and we're your hosts, Mariah and Ty. Ty, happy Tuesday. Good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? It's happy to be here.
I'm doing better than I was yesterday, so that's good.
It's always
We're
good.
doing okay.
Yes.
We're doing okay. We're
All
here.
right.
Chat, what's up? Happy
Here.
Tuesday. Hope everybody's had a great start to their weeks. Hope you all are healthy and well and wonderful. Um, yeah. We're going to get into obviously, talk about the DC position, talk about the quarterback that we were supposed to talk about last week and we ran out of time. So we're going to get into that a little bit and we'll see where that takes us. But yeah, some current news. I titled this Saleh or Bust because in the last couple of days, it seems, a few hirings have been made, or, we heard, okay, this head coach has been hired and they are probably taking this OC and this DC. And, so we're kind of hearing about all these coaches going to different places, and it's like crickets coming out of Santa Clara. It's like, we hear Kyle saying, we're going to use this time. We actually have time to interview guys this time, because we're not in the playoffs. So we're going to use this to our advantage. Yet we hear about him interviewing a couple guys and nothing since. It's like, so have you used this time to the best? Like, have you, even if it's somebody, like there was some team I was looking at, and for their DC and OC positions, they had interviewed like 20 different people.
Yeah.
Like, not even people like you're expecting to get hired, but why not talk to this person and talk to that person and talk to this person? Because maybe that will be the person. And you're not even giving them an opportunity. Like, you interviewed 3 fucking people, one being Saleh, okay, but he's interviewing all over the place. So we're just going to wait around and, okay, let's see. And by the time he has a resolution, what? Everybody else is going to be taken.
Yeah.
So then what? Like, what? Is Brandon Staley, like, we're just going to use that as the backup? Like, okay, like, I know we have that, to fall back on, so it's okay. It's just like, I'm just not understanding. Chat, let us know how you're feeling about this DC position. Some news before I turn it over to you, Ty. Some news came out about a couple hours ago, and this was from Rick Stroud, who is a Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat writer, and he put out that the Buccaneers are preparing for their OC Liam Cohen to be offered the Jaguars head coaching job. Now, just a couple days ago, or a day ago, news came out that Saleh was going to be having his second interview with the Jags on Friday.
Right.
Well, Friday hasn't come yet, and now we're hearing a day later that, the Bucs are preparing for their guy to get hired as the head coach. We talked about on the show last week, I think it was, about that it would make sense for the Jags to go for an offensive-minded head coach with the struggles that they've been having, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They just paid their quarterback. He's struggling. Like, it would make sense. Like, why are you going to bring in a defensive-minded guy unless they have a strong OC that they're bringing with them, right?
Right.
So this guy from the Bucs, he is an offensive coordinator. He has been working with Baker, I think just this last year or maybe the last 2 years. I thought I had read that this guy was only on staff there just this past season as OC, but I could be wrong. But, obviously we've seen Baker go to the Bucs and, kind of turn his career around. So maybe their Jags are thinking, okay, we can get that over here and help Trevor Lawrence some. What are your thoughts on just this whole situation that we're in, and with it being Saleh or bust? you know?
Yeah. To rob or not to rob? That'd be the question. I was thinking about this and I was like, I understand he's the first choice. Numero uno. He's definitely the guy you want, right? I understand that. But he has opportunities elsewhere. So you got to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. And I was thinking, why not interview as many people as you can? Because you never know. You might find a diamond in the rough. You might find someone who will blow your socks off. Someone who will tell you, hey, I know how to run this defense. I know how to use a Nick Bosa, a Fred Warner, etc. You might find a guy that no one's looking at if you do your due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing that rubs me wrong. And it makes me think that inside of the 49ers building, they might be really comfortable with Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
I mean, like really, really comfortable. Like, hey, if Rob doesn't come, we got Brandon, and maybe he can work his magic with what he did with the Rams, when he was. So that makes me think that's their game plan, which is weird because like if you're Brandon Staley, you're just sitting around waiting, like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just wait and see. It's
I got a job either way, so
yeah, it's a weird dynamic. Yeah, I guess if waiting for a job is better than not having a job, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that makes me think, it's Staley or Saleh or Staley. That's got to be it. So it's weird. The whole Jaguars thing, like you said, we talked about it. Go offense. They would think to go with an offensive coach because they just gave Trevor Lawrence $200 million guaranteed, right? You want to protect that investment. He's supposed to be your franchise QB. You got to make that work. You got to bring him to prominence. He should be in the conversation with, Lamar and them. Just in the conversation, because he isn't. When we talk about the best quarterbacks in the league, he's not in it. He's like, he doesn't even get mentioned. He doesn't even get thrown in there. Like, even with the best young quarterbacks in the league, he's not mentioned at all. So you got to get him going. So I would think they would go offense. People were saying, Robert Saleh has a second interview that spells doom. I saw it a different way. I saw it as the Jaguars are unsure. Like, is Robert Saleh really the guy? Let's bring him in and talk to him again. See if we really like him, right? Like, have you ever gone shopping and you see something in the store and you're like, oh, these are kind of cute or whatever. This looks good, but I don't know if I really want it. And you put it down. And then you go home and you think about it and you're like, did I really like that? I'm going to go to the store and check it out again.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of that situation. Like they kind of like it, but are unsure. So it's like we need a second sit down to see if this is direction we want to go in or not.
I mean, when you're sure about it, you pull the trigger. Like
exactly.
Chicago Bears, they hired Ben Johnson, whatever, without even interviewing him in person.
You know what I'm saying?
He had an interview like this, and they said, "Nope, let me hurry up and snatch him up before anybody else does." And
as soon as the Lions season was over.
Yeah.
As soon as the Lions season was over.
After he's already hired to sign his contract and meet everybody in person for the first time.
Yeah.
That's when you're sure about somebody.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, I don't know. It kind of just sucks for like everybody because it's like a wait and see. Like you just like everybody, okay, waiting. And it's just like, like, I hate to wish, like, as a fan, like, I feel like we're in the position where, like, we're wishing on the downfall of Robert Saleh. Like,
I know, right?
Like, no, don't get a head coaching job because, like, we need you. And it's just
We're
like,
selfish.
I hate to feel that way and be that way for somebody, when, like, we've done nothing but wish the best for him, like, since he's left. And, like, now we're in this position. And, like, normally I would want him. Like, yes, like, he deserves to get a second chance at a head coaching job,
Oh, yeah.
But the 49ers left us in this freaking position. I wish they would have interviewed more people. Like, I wish they would have checked and found out if there's somebody better. Like I don't want to go backwards, and I don't want to be again in this same position next year because Saleh's interviewing for head coaching jobs again. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And you can easily see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, if he comes back and this defense just explodes and they take over and they're a top 3 defense, people are going to be like, man, this Robert Saleh, maybe he did get the short end of the stick. We should bring him in. And then here we go again.
Yep.
And then it's like, hey, Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
It's like
every year, or like in this situation.
Right.
And it sucks for the players because they can't get, like, there's no continuous nothing.
Exactly.
Like, every year for the last 3 years already, it's been somebody new, and now we're gonna just keep doing this. Like,
exactly.
Oh my God. Let me say what's up, chat. Don, what's good? What's good? Throwback, what's up? Rob D, what's good?
What's going on, my guy?
Miss Debbie, what's up? What's
hey
up?
There.
Says blessings to everyone in the chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Zeus, what's good?
What's up, my guy?
Jay, what up? What up?
Papa Jay.
Alberto.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? Great one. 765. What's good? Johnny Holland as DC. Like, they don't even they didn't even freaking say, like, we didn't even hear nothing about them interviewing him.
I think Johnny Holland is happy being a linebacker coach. I think he likes that group. How could you not like Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, right?
Yeah.
He likes what he does, so he's set there. It's kind of like Chris Kasarik being the defensive line coach. That's his wheelhouse. That's what he likes to do. Our running backs coach, who's been there forever, just a running backs coach forever.
90 years, literally.
Exactly. Like, that's what he does. So some guys like to be where they are and they're comfortable and that's what they do. Then you get other guys who want to elevate and become head coaches or coordinators or things of that nature.
Yeah.
It's that's human life right there.
Alberto, good. I'm glad they made it safe.
Nice.
Throwback says, I'm going to lose my shit if Staley and Sorensen, if they are DC and special teams. Now, special teams, take it for what it's worth from who it came from. But Mike Silver tweeted out yesterday or the day before that he does not expect Nick Sorensen to get the special teams job.
It's Mike Sliver.
I really hope not.
Like, you hope not, but it's Mike Sliver. So don't get your hopes up because he be just throwing shit out there. We all know that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I really, really hope that,
right.
they give it to
and they did kick the tires.
Like,
they kicked the tires on some guys. Like, hopefully they're doing more of that.
Because I think there was, let me look at the names again. I think we interviewed the guy from the Lions.
Yeah.
Lions assistants, special teams coordinator Jet Modkins. And then also the Broncos assistant special teams, Chris Banjo. And then the former Panthers special teams coordinator, Chris Tabor.
Yeah.
I'll take any of those guys.
Yeah.
Over Sorensen.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we had talked about those names too last week, and it's like they got experience. They've been doing it a while, like doing it recently.
Yeah, they're on teams that the special teams is actually decent. Like,
yeah, bring them in. You know what I mean? And like, I know a lot of people were high on Dallas's assistant, his special teams coach. I mean, who just got hired to somebody, I can't remember, but it's announced today he got hired somewhere. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Pick one of his assistants. Like, let's bring one of them in for an interview, because they had to have learned something from him, right?
Yeah.
And you never know. They could be one of those young diamonds in the rough who's just waiting for his shot. That's how you kick the tires on these guys. So, 49ers,
well, that's why I like that they interviewed these two assistants from the Broncos and the Lions, because
exactly, yeah. And I was just throwing another one in the ring, like, spread the net wide. Don't be like the DC thing where it's just this guy or bust. Spread that net out. See what you can find, because special teams needs a hell of an upgrade. At the coordinator position.
Yeah, exactly why I don't want to give it to somebody that's been in-house, because if you even though that wasn't your position, if it was struggling that fucking bad, you should have been whispering some sweet nothings into the ear of the special teams coach, because he needed some fucking help. Like, throw him a life vest, he's drowning. And nobody did. So get somebody new in there. Like, I hate the fact that it's like we interviewed all these better candidates, but since we need to give you a job, we have to find a place for you. We're gonna stick you over here to special teams. Yeah. Just because Kyle's trying to find a fucking job for Sorensen. It's like, make up a freaking title for him and stick him somewhere else. He don't need to be the DC, OC, special team C, nothing. Nope. Oh my God. Like, stop trying to do favors for your friends and get people in there that can actually do the fucking job. Like what that's been my gripe for Kyle from day freaking one. Yeah. It's like he brought all his friends in, and it didn't matter how bad they were doing. They're going to keep their jobs because they're Kyle's buddies. Yep. Regardless, if a way better candidate becomes available, well, no, Kyle's not going to fire his friends, so.
Can't do that to your homie. Yes, you can.
The same problem that we're in with Debo. Like, I feel like the same fucking situation with Debo. Like, that's Kyle's BFF, so it doesn't matter if what he's doing. If he's underperforming, if he's beating up his teammates, it doesn't matter what he does. Because that's Kyle's homeboy. Yep. Hashtag vibes. Get into the giveaway. Hashtag vibes. First three we're going to do Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, and Renardo Green. So get in there. We got the BA and the Ricky. Where are we? Somewhere over here. Oh, we got Renardo Green.
That's Renardo Green, Ricky.
And BA.
There's BA.
All right. All right. So get in there. Get in there. And then we'll be ending the show with Isaac, Kittle, Purdy, and Bosa. So get in there. Let's see if we can get a swiper today to give out the swiper card, which is this BA rookie card that's been here waiting. But chat hasn't been on their shit, so.
Get on the chat. Come on.
I know. Damn it, chat.
I'm trying to give you stuff.
Shit together. Also, just an update, since y'all are here, we're here. My daughter bought me a new computer for my birthday, Christmas. It's late, but she had to save up the money, so here we are. But since it sounded that it was supposed to be shipped out Monday, but since it was a holiday, I was thinking, well, hopefully by the end of the week it'll be here. Like, I don't know how fast, the shipping was or whatever, Right. So I did get an update today, and it said, we're sorry to inform you that shipping is delayed, but expect your package by tomorrow. So I'm like, shit, delayed? That's faster than I was even expecting. So that ain't delayed to me. Nah. So once I get that hooked up, then, the streams will be able to share pages. We'll be able to, like especially I'm such excited for on Mondays when we talk women's basketball. Like it's going to be so much easier for me to pull up clips and show video of what we're talking about, pull up web pages to better help everybody understand. So looking forward to that for the whole streaming experience to get better for everybody. And then also I'm going to start gaming on Twitch as well. So
Nice.
Everything will be under the same name, Faithfully in Vegas. So I'll be gaming over there. Maybe some variety streaming, maybe some stuff going down to the strip,
Cool.
different stuff like that. We'll see, whatever. But just more like of a chill vibes, kick back and talk about whatever. We're not just stuck talking about the 49ers all the time. We can actually broaden the topics and, you can listen to music over there and all kinds of stuff. You don't have to worry about getting copyright for every freaking thing like you do over here on YouTube.
So shut down your stream.
Like ridiculous. Like you can smoke, you can cuss, you can do whatever over there. Like it doesn't matter. So, Faithfully in Vegas over there on Twitch. If you guys twitch it up, if you guys are Twitchers, but yeah, all together, regardless, even if you're just a YouTuber and just football is your thing, the whole experience on this side as well will get better. So super excited for that. Shout out to my daughter for coming through. Like she bought my wife, because my wife, she hasn't been, like she's needed a freaking brand new phone forever. But she won't buy it, spend money on herself. So she literally her phone is so old and she takes such good care of her phones that it lasts forever.
Okay.
Her phone is so old that her apps won't even work anymore.
Oh, wow. Because it's that old.
They won't even update. They can't update anymore. They're like, nope, we're not updating the apps. You got to get a new phone. So ridiculous. You can't log into the bank or none of that stuff. So,
wow.
Yeah. So my daughter went out and bought her a new phone, the newest, top of the line phone, and she gave it to her for Christmas and it's still sitting here on the table in the box.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She bought her that, and I went and got her a new case and the screen protector, so she was all set to hook it up and be on her way. And all three things are still sitting there in the box.
Oh my gosh!
So, but shout out to my daughter because she's coming through. It's nice when kids start working and start paying you back for all the nice stuff
you know what I'm saying
for them for the last 20 years.
and they try to hook you up. That's the beautiful thing,
Yeah.
Try to hook you up with stuff you actually need and want. That's the good part.
Hey, Dum Dum. What's up, Tommy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hashtag, what are we doing? Vibes. Hashtag vibes. Let's pick this winner. Corona. What up, Corona? Rob, we need swiping today, okay? We need swiping. Hashtag vibes. Last call, I pull this up. So yeah, I can't wait to be. And then, because I those giveaways, for those that have been around, when we used to do the fishing and, different, giveaway games like that, I can't be doing those because my computer will start acting crazy. So now, I can start doing funner giveaways and stuff like that as well. Then just this hashtagging it up. And also they have a lot better games and giveaways set up on Twitch as well. I like it over there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Because they have built-in games.
Mm-hmm. There you go. You really get the people involved. That's the way to go. All right, let's do it. First set.
Tommy said Corona is an Eagles fan. Oh my God. That's disgusting.
Dun, dun,
Media.
Dun.
What's up, Media?
All
All right, so I'm gonna draw Ayuk, then Ricky, then Renardo Green. So good luck.
Okay.
Let's go. Miss Debbie looks so pretty in her picture there.
I know.
Rob,
Wow, congrats.
BA is yours, sir. Is Rob D going to be the swiper? Is he going to be swiping it up? He said no swiping, so let's see. All right, this is for Ricky. Good luck. Good luck.
Ricky P.
Dawn.
Oh, it's making it happen.
Dawn said, not so fast, Rob.
I know, right?
She'll block your head.
I said, put some spec on my name.
Dawn gets Ricky P. She's the swiper around here, right?
Yep.
All right, Renardo Green. Good luck. Good luck. Who's it gonna be? Me.
Yep, there you go. Hey,
Good
Stanley
luck,
becoming DC isn't my fault. Papa J, congrats. Stanley comes DC is not my fault. I'm just reading what Kyle told me. You know, I just checked in with Coach. He was like, don't be surprised. Hey, I just try to spread the word to the people.
Nasty, nasty. Congrats, winners. Congrats.
Congrats all.
I'll set up the other giveaway here in a minute. Let me show y'all real quick for those that didn't see when I showed them earlier. So the next giveaway we got Garendo. We got Brock. We got Kittle.
Nice.
And
got the all pros. Here we go.
We got Nick Bosa.
Who's that hitting somebody? Bosa. Okay. Yeah.
So we'll close off the show with those.
Yeah, that's the A team right there. You want one of those. Better get in there, people.
Not yet. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that still the only names that we've heard the 49ers interviewing for DC are literally Robert Saleh, Brandon Staley, and the Lions defensive back / defensive pass game coordinator, Deshae Townsend.
Yeah. Very short
3
list.
names. One came from in-house. One you already know.
Yep.
And you're going to use this time to interview more candidates because there's a wide pool, a huge pool, Kyle told us, of candidates.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker didn't even dip his toe in it.
It's like he looked at the pool and was like, ooh, that looks cold. I ain't going in there. Like
somebody jumped in and splashed him and he said, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's like, ooh, no, I'm going over here.
Like, what?
Yeah, man. It's
crazy. Media. I had wrote this down and talk about it. Lions signed wide receiver legend, 49ers legend, Ronnie Bell to a future reserve contract. The 49ers also signed someone to one. Let me get the name real quick. They signed safety Quindell Johnson to a reserve future contract. In the picture, he's wearing a Bears uniform, so that's all I can really tell you about it.
Okay.
Also, shout out to Dominic Pooney for being named to the NFL All-Rookie team.
That's right. Congrats.
There was only 2, 2 tackles and then 2 guards that got chosen to the team. So, for Pooty to get one of those 2 spots, like that's awesome. Out of all the rookies, so many O linemen that got drafted before him, and he came in and like seriously dominated. And that's what I said. Like we literally had 1/5 of our O line that was worth of shit this year.
I know, with Trent being out all year and all the rest of those guys. Oh, yeah. I mean, but great finding him. Hopefully we find another one.
Hopefully find 3 more.
Yeah, exactly. That's the truth. That is the truth.
What's up, Night of Sickness? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, because he was, man, this entire, and I know we keep talking about this, but our rookie class this year, if we can even have like half, shoot for at least half of what we got this season for our new upcoming rookie class, man, because John and Kyle, they really fucking hit it out of the park this past year.
Yeah. The 2 guys that took over for Adam Peters, I know they kind of split duties, but that whole collective, they really knocked it out the park. And I'm glad that we got to see the rookies play. And they got to show what they can do. And it's awesome. And we need more of that. This next draft class, if we draft well, get them on the field. Let's see what they can do. Yep. Let's accelerate their development, because we're going to need them. As we saw this season, we need these guys out there. We can't hide them or put them in the doghouse anymore. Those days are over.
Right.
We need their asses on the field. What's up, Sin?
Tommy says that the Bengals signed Latu. So all of our old stragglers that are finding new homes already.
more power to them. Yeah.
What's up, Sin? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, so let's talk about, and when I brought this up last week, I had started it by saying I hate to hate from outside the club because we didn't even get in, but fuck you, because we're going to be haters, okay? So let's take a look, because after the first round, especially after the first round of the playoffs, and the quarterbacks like Sammy D, Love, Herbert, all got sent home. Then you had Hurts, whose team won, and won again this week, and played like absolute dog shit both weeks.
Yeah.
The team won, no thanks to him. Yeah, as soon as these teams lost from the playoffs, all of a sudden their topic up and down my entire social media turned to, is this quarterback versus Brock Purdy? This quarterback versus Brock Purdy. This quarterback versus Brock Purdy. It's like, what the hell? Brock's not even in the playoffs. Why are we talking about this?
Exactly.
And so
exactly.
Very interesting, because it's like you have to decide who is for Brock, right? So they want Brock to get paid, and they're out there fighting, saying Brock's better than all these quarterbacks that are in the playoffs, so he deserves to get paid this amount of money, because look at so-and-so, 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 who make all this money, and they got kicked from the first round of the playoffs, or they're playing like ass in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then you have all this side that's anti-Brock that, okay, well, we're cool with Brock if he makes $20 million a year, but, other than that, they're out there fighting that, well, Brock's on the couch, so you can't really say shit because he couldn't even get his team into the playoffs.
Right.
So all these quarterbacks are better than Brock, and here we are.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a little look at these quarterbacks and just have a real honest conversation here.
Mm-hmm.
Money aside, obviously we know the 49ers, they've already come out and said Brock's their guy.
He's the
John
guy.
Lynch made it clear. He's
Period.
our guy. We're going to pay him. So expect him to get paid a lot of money. But let's just, like, it's not our money. Okay, so let's just look at the actual players. Now, Hurts, let's start with him since he's the one that's still in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I watched his presser after this game against the Rams.
Uh-huh.
I would hate for him to be our quarterback. Let me just start.
Oh yeah. Oh,
wow.
This fan base would go nuts. Yeah. Wouldn't work at all.
No. He is just like I don't even know what the word is. Like he just thinks like he is just a hot shit. Like, Mr. I can do no wrong. It don't matter if I was just out there playing like shit because I'm going to get behind this mic and be the man. And it just like doesn't faze him. And I guess, you know, that's a good thing, right? But I don't know. Like, there's just something about him. And I don't know, like, you know, because there's a lot, and it's not just Philly fans. Like, you have a lot of NFL fans that talk Hurts up. Like, he is great. And I just don't see it. Like, he's great when he has the ball in his hands as a runner. Like, I do not like him as a quarterback.
No. He's not a good quarterback.
No.
He's ass. He's average at best.
So, against the Rams, playoff game, win or go the fuck home.
Uh-huh.
You're at home.
Yeah.
128 yards.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Against Green Bay, 131 yards. 2 touchdowns. And people talk shit about Lamar Jackson.
I know.
Like, Jalen Hurts is who people try to make Lamar Jackson out to be.
Right.
A guy that can't throw and is just out there running around.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Like, I think Lamar Jackson, and we can talk about him. Obviously, they got kicked from the playoffs again.
Right.
After the year he had, maybe MVP again, and get kicked from the playoffs. It's just craziness. But I take Lamar Jackson 100 out of 100 times over Jalen Hurts.
Oh, all day, every day. Without question. That's like an easy pick. No brainer. Because one's MVP worthy and one, like I said, is average at best. Well, at his best.
Chat time. Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts. Yeah. All things the same across the board. Same talent, same coaching level skill, same pay. Everything else is the same. You're taking Brock Purdy or you're taking Jalen Hurts?
Taking Brock. He's the better quarterback. He's the better processor, a better thrower. Hurts has a stronger arm, but Brock is the better thrower. He's more accurate, has better timing. All day, every day. All day, every day. Just think about it. One guy is known for his poise, his accuracy, right? The other guy is known for getting pushed in the ass. There you go. That tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. Like, the Philly is all smoke and mirrors, right? Remember, it was Was it just last year when we played them and blew the doors off of them? And they were never the same. They were exposed.
Yep. Broke their backs.
We exposed them. We exposed them. What did we do? We forced Hurts to throw. Contained him, forced him to throw, couldn't throw. Couldn't make it happen. Got exposed. And every team started doing the same thing. And then when we blitzed him, he couldn't handle it. And people were like, oh, snap. He's scared of the blitz. And when it got to the playoffs, what did the Bucs do? They just blitzed and blitzed and blitzed. And he was choking. That's how the Bucs blew them out in that playoff game. Exposed.
Yeah.
So you see why they went out and got Saquon Barkley. It was like, look, we just gonna run the rock. Yeah, yeah. Like this dude ain't it. We gotta just pound the rock. And 49er fans, this will resonate with you. Jalen Hurts is Philly's Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Remember when Kyle would take the ball out of Jimmy's hands and be like, we're just going to run it?
Seeing those numbers, that's exactly who it reminded me of.
That's
Jimmy G in
Philly.
the playoffs. Yep.
That's Philly right now. That's exactly what's happening. No one was talking about that because, he's supposed to be the man and he got the big contract and all that good stuff. But that's exactly what's happening.
Let's move on over to Sammy D. Now, going into the playoffs, lots of talking heads, national media, you name it. We're talking about how the 49ers shouldn't pay Purdy and they should be getting Sammy D. Talking about the 49ers were stupid for letting Sam Darnold leave the building and keeping Brock Purdy over him. Talking about all kinds of shit. Taking Sam Darnold over Brock Purdy. Then you get into the playoffs and Sam Darnold turns in to Sam Darnold. The clock struck 12.
Yep.
And Sam Darnold started seeing fucking ghosts. And played like complete ass. And that team the week before was just celebrating Sammy D as he walked into the locker room, throwing him into the air, talking about he's the man, all this. And guess what? That quarterback they drafted that got hurt, JJ, had never been happier standing on that sideline during that playoff game.
Yep.
Because all season long, all he heard was how Sammy D was coming in and taking his job away. And guess what?
Yes,
that ain't going to fucking happen. That ain't going to happen.
Uh-huh.
So, all things the same. Coaching, pay, weapons. Are we taking Brock Purdy? Are we taking Sam Darnold?
Take Brock. You take Brock. Once again, he's the better quarterback. There's this whole thing about, Matt Mayoko started this crap, kind of. When, remember, in preseason last year, he was like, Sam Darnold might be the best thrower of the football the 49ers have ever had. Right? It was like, yeah, because he has a strong arm. He can throw it far, but he's not the better quarterback. Huge difference. Fast forward to this season, he goes to Minnesota. They're winning games. He's contributing, but he's not blowing the socks off of people. He wasn't, people weren't going gaga over him until the end of the season. We played a bad Atlanta team. and I think a bad Chicago team, and he wound up throwing for like 350 yards in both of those games. And it's like, yeah, you playing against an ass defense and you went off. Mm-hmm. You and Justin, they couldn't guard Justin Jefferson. That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
So it was easy. So that put everybody on Sam Darnold's radar, right? Then you had people like Crooked Finger Brian Baldinger came up with that stupid quote. Yeah, good old Crooked Finger, shake your hand and steal your watch at the same time. Watch him. Crooked Finger motherfucker. He was the one that came out and said, I would flip Sam Darnold for Brock Purdy. Send him Brock Purdy in a fifth for Sam Darnold.
Yep.
Which was stupid because Sam Darnold's a free agent. You can't trade for a free agent. Like, so that whole statement was stupid right there. Dumb.
Stupid from stupid.
And and this is the problem I have with people. Like, one stupid person says something on a big radio show and people think it's like, oh wow, that's gold. That's something. Let's run with it. Nah. No. Doesn't make sense. So we saw what happened. He went to the playoffs. He went up against a good defense, a stellar defense, right? That put some pressure on him, and he folded. Mm-hmm. He folded. And
he folded.
Think about how if you saw that game, or even if you go watch highlights, how Justin Jefferson was open and he couldn't make the throw. You got the best receiver in football in all arguments, right? When people say who's the best, Justin Jefferson's name is going to come up. Yep. He's getting open. He's doing his job. All you got to do is deliver him the ball, and he couldn't do it because he's hearing the footsteps. He's choking. Okay. Well, I've seen Brock Purdy in the playoffs. He ain't choke. He wasn't hearing footsteps. He was able to hit his guy. Were his games perfect? No. But he didn't shit the bed like that moment did.
Right. I mean, and that's something we talked about with Brock a lot, is him being cool as a cucumber. Like,
yeah.
Didn't get rattled. Like it being his first year starting, and how calm and cool and collective he would be in the pocket. Now that changed a little bit this past season, but when your O-line is complete dog shit, that's going to fucking happen.
Too much.
But but we've seen it, and that's the complete opposite of what Sam Darnold is.
Yeah,
like he was rattled from the minute that fucking ball snapped.
Yep,
he would be
from
back
the start of the game.
Rattled. Like
start.
Like, and all you have to do is literally throw the ball in Justin Jefferson's direction.
There was that one.
And 75% of it, he'll come down with the time. He's going to come down with that ball. Like, in his direction. And he couldn't even do that.
There was that one play where he was just wide open in the end zone. He just, overthrew him. And it's like, oh, my gosh. That was an easy one. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Sam?
So, what's up, Sam?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
But yeah, that's just the rhetoric, right? The stupid rhetoric that people throw out there. Well, just like one person will throw it out there, and people will run after it and follow it. And it's like, if you don't shut up, just shut up. Just like not to change the subject real quick, but it's kind of on subject. When Mike Florio said the Bears should trade for Kyle Shanahan. And we should trade for him. And people ran with that. Yeah. And even Jennifer Lee Chan asked him about it in the press conference. And it was and she's like, what do you think about the rumor of you being traded? And I'm like, that's not even a rumor. One guy said it on his TV show. It's just rhetoric. And people need to ignore it.
One dumbass, not even a credible person. Like, if it's somebody that actually knows something, you know, and has long history of being worth the damn, then okay, you kind of listen when they're spewing, you know. But when it's somebody that just literally spews shit just for fucking clicks, that's literally what they fucking do all day long.
He needs ratings for his TV show.
Like, why are we even asking the coach about that? Like, oh my God.
It's terrible.
And like, then people wonder why Shanahan has a fucking attitude up there. It's like the questions he gets asked over and over and over, the same stupid shit. It's like, oh my God. Like, I'd be fucking cussing them out all day long.
Mm-hmm. And you know why John Lynch gets up there and he's like, look, guys, I'm not going to answer about this, but I will say this one thing. Because he knows they're going to ask him the same crap over and over.
Ridiculous. Hashtag smile. Last call. While we talk about these last couple quarterbacks, we'll draw some giveaway winners. So to give up the order so that I'm not having to interrupt Ty as he's talking, I'm going to draw Isaac, then Kittle, then Purdy, and close it off with Bosa.
All right.
That's how we're going to close it out. Let's talk a little bit about Jordan Love.
J-Love.
Obviously, another quarterback who Brock was compared to like crazy last year. And, you know, them playing each other in the playoffs, you know, all that. Mm-hmm. So then going into this season we just ended up with, Love gets paid, one of the highest paid quarterbacks after only playing a year of football. Everybody's thinks he's the greatest thing freaking since sliced bread, talking him fucking up. Like, that's all you would turn on any talking NFL channel. They're talking about how great Jordan Love is. And that's the thing. Like, we're so easy to crown people these days. And then also on the flip side, write them off so easily these days as well. They're either legends after one freaking year playing, or they're busts and freaking trash after 1 year playing, you know?
That's very true.
49er Minded, what's up, Bashar? Drive safe.
Yeah, drive safe, brother.
What up, Niner fam? Driving here. Oh, yeah. I think you're driving. That means driving here, driving there. So, you know, yes, Sam, I think, although I don't think, you know, he's trash by any means. I think he's a decent quarterback. I think you saw this season, you know, he also has his own shortcomings. He's not perfect. So looking at those two quarterbacks with Brock and Jordan Love, all things even. I know we had some new people join the chat right now. So all things even, meaning pay the same. Talent around the quarterbacks, the same. Coaching staff, the same. Which quarterback are you taking? Brock Purdy or Jordan Love?
Yeah, I still take Brock. Because I think there's these guys, him and like a few others, they're these young quarterbacks, right? They're all these young second year, third year, whatever quarterbacks. I'm talking starting. Jordan Love has been around for like a decade already. But starting, he just got in there. Of that, to me, Brock is the most developed. He's the better quarterback at this time. So I'm taking him. And yeah, Green Bay had a good season and all that good stuff, but a lot of that was predicated on the run game and what Josh Jacobs was able to do. Like, even when we played them, you know, hey, it was a terrible game. The score was like 38-10. Jordan Love threw for 160 yards in the game. 160. Didn't do very much. And a lot of his games are like that. Like, you're not even breaking 200 yards. So what are you really doing? So to me, I'm taking the more developed guy.
49er Minded. Garindo,
from the car.
Yours.
Nice.
All right. Kittle, good luck. Okay.
And Sim, I agree with you. He's overrated as heck. I think it's the whole
about
Green Bay quarterback mystique. Sorry about that.
Media.
Nice.
Kittle's yours, media. All right. All things the same. And I know, like, my internet, I mean, not my internet, but my computer is being crazy right now. So, all things the same. Goff or Purdy?
Lord. This is the one that, what's the word I want to use? There's a lot of 4-letter words, but this is the one that makes absolutely no sense to me. Because for years, especially 49ers fans, amongst the faithful, we've been saying Goff is trash. He's trash. He ain't it. We were sad when he got traded from the Rams because it's like, oh, no, we want him to stay. Now the Lions as a team has some success, and he's quote unquote good. No. He's still trash. Let's not get that twisted. So of course I'm taking Brock over him. Most definitely. Like it's a no-brainer.
Let me close this real quick so you guys can hear me talk. Congrats to Miss Debbie. She won Brock.
Congrats.
And then we got Bashar winning Nick Bosa, which also means that Bashar, hopefully you're still here because you got to make a decision right now.
Yep.
Bashar is the swiper of the day. Yep. And the true definition of a swiper, he came in at the end of the screen.
At the end.
And swipes up the freaking wins.
Yep. Well done.
So now we get to actually see and give out the swiper award right now. So Bashar, this card, when we got somebody that comes in and wins more than one card and nobody else does it, they get the swiper. So you, Bashar, get to give this card away, which is a Brandon Ayuk rookie card. See, labeled swiper. It's been here waiting. You get to give this card away to somebody else that's in the chat right now that has been entered into the giveaways. So we got Don, we got Rob D, we got Sim, we got Miss Debbie, we got Sin, we got Papa J. All of them have been entered into these giveaways. 49er Media.
Yep.
So you can give this card, Bashar, to any of them. You get to pick who this card goes to. So let us know, Bashar, who you're going to give the swiper card to, and I'll put it into their bag. So once you let us know. Congrats to everybody that won. Again, we got Rob D that won, Don won, Papa J won, Bashar won, Media won, Miss Debbie won. Congrats to all y'all. And then we'll see who Bashar wants. Papa J!
Nice.
Jay, I'm going to put this Ayuk rookie card into your bag from Bashar. Congrats.
Congrats.
And for next week, I'll put a new swiper card up. And then we'll see how long it takes us to give it away.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, we got to give it away. Yay! Congrats to you all. Congrats to y'all. All right, one last quarterback, and then we're getting out of here. Herbert. Now, Herbert is always talked up the greatest quarterback that's never done anything that I've ever heard of. Like, he can do no wrong. You know, all these years, it's always been he hasn't made the playoffs because he has no talent, because his coaching, because of this, because of that. It's always everything around Herbert. Now, I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback.
Uh-huh.
But when we talk about these great elite quarterbacks that can, when things aren't perfect around them, we'll pull their team, drag them off and win games, make everybody around them better. All this shit we talk about, these great quarterbacks. Why does Herbert constantly get the pass?
Exactly.
Always.
Exactly.
I've never seen nobody get more fucking excuses than Herbert.
Exactly.
Who are we taking, Faithful?
He's like the golden child. Like nothing, he can do no wrong. And I get it. He's got the looks. He's got the arm. He's out there in LA, La La Land, all that dreaminess. And he's a good quarterback. I'm taking nothing from him. But, something you just mentioned Jared Goff previously, now Herbert. And like the thing with these guys is like, can they elevate their team? Can they step up and elevate the guys around them and win the big game? Right? That's what we want these quarterbacks to do. Ultimately, we want them to be able to step up and win the big game. Right? Now, Jared Goff. When has he stepped up and won the big game? Mm-hmm. He was just in one against a rookie. Who was the better quarterback on the day? Herbert. Just name one. Name a game. Hello. Right?
Yeah.
We saw Brock in the playoffs last year. Playoffs, divisional game, down. What did he do? Stepped up, won the game. Against the Lions, down. What was it, 24-7 at halftime? Down. What did he do? He stepped up and won the game. He didn't win it by himself, but damn if he didn't contribute. Putting the team on his back with using his legs and his arm, made plays, got the win. What are those guys doing? I ain't see it yet, right? Well, show me something. So no, I understand. I love me some Justin Herbert. I think he's awesome as a quarterback. Like he can sling it and he could do some things, but
yeah,
when it comes time to like, all right, we're going into the big game. We're playing the Buffaloes and Lions and the Texans, right? These are the people he's going up against.
Yeah.
Where you at, son? What you doing? Why are you losing? Why is this game close? What's going on? And then in the fourth quarter, you're just non-existent. Nope. Sorry.
Yeah. So I thought, more people would say actually that they would take Herbert. But looks like we got Purdy. Alberto says Herbert. Sim says Purdy. This is a good one right here. 49er Miner says Herbert is a great quarterback with no it factor.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They want him to have it.
Yeah.
They want him to have it so bad, but it's non-existent.
That's what we're talking about, Alberto. Like, yeah, he's a great quarterback, but does he make his team better? What's the great quarterback do for him? He's been a great quarterback all these years, and they haven't won no playoff games, haven't been to the Super Bowl. Like, literally, What? Everything has to be perfect? Like, a great quarterback shouldn't need everything to have to be perfect around him. So why is it always everybody else's fault except for Herbert? Like, Herbert literally does no wrong. This is what we're talking about.
But his teams haven't been bad. I mean, he had the defense with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and all these people, and I forget their safety's name, and and they had those big wide receivers with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and all this. They had weapons, and Austin Eckler running the ball. Austin Eckler just had a good game in the playoffs. But all this stuff, He's had all this stuff around him. What has he accomplished?
Yeah.
Why is he going 8-8? What's going on? Some things you gotta look at and be like, hey, I'm not saying he is the problem, but he's part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hope Harbaugh can get, fix it and they can actually get him doing shit, because, man, all that talent to just be there wasted.
Yeah. I don't know. Sam,
yeah.
Jeff George was kind of average. He had a rocket of an arm, though. He could sling it all over the field, but he wasn't good at processing very much.
Yeah, shit. Trey Lance can sling it too, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
exactly.
We see all these videos of these quarterbacks coming out of high school and whatnot, of them throwing the football fucking 80 fucking yards.
Yeah.
What good does that do when you get into a game? That throwing the football 80, 90, 100 yards isn't helping you when you get into actual game time decisions and have to think, have to use your brain, have to, have defenses coming down your throat.
Yeah. Throw it with timing.
You're not able to take 90 steps forward and throw a ball 100 yards. That doesn't help you in real games. But yeah. That's it. We're going to get out of here. I'm glad we could finally get the Swiper Award. Shout out to 49er Minded, giving it to Jay. That's what it's all about, paying it forward. That's why we started doing that, because, the Swiper, that means they already came in and won multiple giveaways. So it's only right for them to then pay it forward. And now we got it paid forward.
Exactly. There we go.
Yep. What else you got going on this week, Ty?
East Coast Red and Gold tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. Come check us out. We'll be doing our thing on that show. And that's it. What up, John
V? What's good? Then I'll be back Thursday with Steph at 3 for the 2 GOAT show, 3 Pacific time. So come through. Ty and I will be back next Monday and Tuesday. Talk basketball on Mondays, football on Tuesdays, with the new computer, hopefully. So we'll be up and running. We're going to have all 90 tabs open. I'm going to be sharing all the screens with you guys. I'm be showing you guys stuff you guys never wanted to even see, all right? So be ready.
That's right. All in HD.
Yep. Chats, appreciate you all as usual. You guys are the best. Much love. Everybody have a safe, wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you all later.
Yep.
Peace.
See ya.